What's up, everybody? It's Alan from Breaking and Entering. I'm here with a portion of Dramatic Lovers. Tell me who we got today.
I'm BJ Seidel.
I'm Justin Clue.
And you guys are here playing with, oh my god.
Sleeper Sound.
And then Moritz from Chicago.
Yep.
I just blanked for a second there. How does it feel to get back out and playing shows again and kind of get in the rhythm of doing that?
Really good. Yeah. In fact, this show was originally booked for, I believe, March of 2020.
Oh, wow.
So
nothing happened during that time.
Nothing happened, and so then we rescheduled it, and I think 2 other times, and each time somebody in one of the bands had COVID. So this is our first time playing with Sleeper Sound, so we're excited about that. We've been trying to get the show together for a while.
Very cool, very cool. So you guys are veteran members of the Milwaukee music scene. Tell me how Dramatic Lovers kind of comes together.
We had, we used to play in a band, the majority of us played in a band called Decibel together, and we did that for over a decade, and then we took a couple years off, and we did a reunion show back in 2015, and we realized we just missed hanging out, playing music together. We just thought, like, well, let's just get together and see what happens. So we started jamming and just having fun together, and then Justin also plays in Maritime. He was the original bass player in Decibel, and then he moved over to Maritime. We were like, hey, we need a keyboard player, so Dan Didier from Promise Ring Maritime, a well-renowned drummer, we asked him to play, not drums, we asked him to play keyboards. So that kind of rounded out the group as a 5-piece. So it's basically ex-Decibel with ex-Maritime kind of combined.
For sure. Having that many creative forces in the room, what is the writing process like? Is there a primary songwriter, or does everybody kind of come together with, like, hey, somebody's got an idea, or Dan is playing a different instrument and coming up with something for you?
Well, the majority of it is stuff that I sketch out on, like an acoustic guitar kind of traditional style, and then we just bring it together and kind of beef it up and make it into a rock song.
For sure. You guys put out one of the more creative music videos during the pandemic. Being able to shoot everything at home and everybody filmed stuff on their phone, and I believe you only did one, or did you do more than that of at-home videos?
We only did one at-home video. So we were actually recording our last single, double-sided single, right as everything started shutting down in March of 2020. And so we were really excited about it, and the sounds came out really great. We did it over at Wire and Vice, and we were really happy with it. We were looking forward to putting out a video, but of course everything shut down.
Right.
So we kind of came up, Dan works in video production as his job, so he's like, why don't we just all shoot ourselves on our iPhones, playing our parts in the song within our own house, and then he edited it all together. And it was just kind of fun, and it was easy for him to do, and it was just kind of a cool way to make a video, especially at that time when everything was shut down.
Right.
So, you can see us in that video. It's a song called Slow Down. You can see all of us there, and like our kids are running around, and so it's just very time and place for sure. For sure. So recording as things were shutting down, obviously a lot of time has passed since then. Yep.
Are you guys, what new music kind of has been created? Because I'm sure that there's been a ton of it at this point.
I think, those 2 songs that we recorded then might be some of the older ones that we're playing now. We have a handful of new stuff that we haven't recorded yet. We've demoed out, but we haven't, officially done anything with. And we're excited to kind of, we've maybe done 2 or 3 shows in the last 6 months, and so kind of trying to tighten those up a little bit and get them in the studio in the next couple of months and see what happens.
Only playing a couple times, within half a year. Do you guys still get together fairly regularly to practice stuff out and write stuff, and how kind of often do you get together to do this?
I mean, ultimately, playing in a band for us at this point in our lives is just sort of our, our card night. Instead of going out and hitting a bar or something, we just get together once a week, and no matter what happens, we try to get together and just play some music together.
For sure.
It's just our social outlet at this point. And,
we
enjoy the creative process, and that's just kind of the language we speak with each other.
We were kind of lucky enough to have a studio that we've had forever, and it's a place where, you know, have a dozen people that we know just kind of congregate, and, you know, people have their own nights that they do their own things on, but we have a night that we're always just
there for dramatic lovers for sure. Now, all of this to say, is there a release in the works of some kind, and can we divulge just a little bit about what might be possibly happening?
Yes, we are working on trying to book some studio time, hopefully by the spring, and probably come out like a 4 or 5 song EP. That's kind of the bulk of the material we've worked on over the last couple of years. I mean, most of it really within the last year. We got a little more productive. A lot of times we just get together and kind of run through old stuff, or sometimes we just watch the Bucks and drink beer. So,
is the studio the sanctuary of like, okay, we can get away from the world and just be like, all right, we're just gonna hang?
It's our night. It's our dude night. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So spring roughly for studio time. Are you playing some of this new stuff possibly out tonight?
Yeah.
And playing them at the shows that you've been doing?
Yep, we've been sprinkling stuff in, and I think tonight is actually the majority, half the songs are probably brand new ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
more new than not.
I don't want to jinx it, but does everybody feel like it's pretty tight at this point that
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
Very cool.
I mean, that's just the best way for us to kind of gauge what we're doing. Anyways, we can rehearse it so many times, but until we get in front of people and really fuck it up, then we know what we're doing.
It's perfect. Okay, so watch for new music from them at some point in 2023. Any more plans to play, you know, more shows down the line in the coming months leading up to this, or are you going to probably lock in and do more of the recording stuff?
I think a little bit of both. We're shooting to do a few dates with our friends in Collections, the Colonies of Bees, hopefully this spring.
Sweet.
Maybe do a couple of shows. So we're looking into that. You know, we got a decent hustle, but we're not trying to like stretch ourselves too thin right now.
For sure. If people want to keep in touch with you guys, keep up with everything that you're doing, where's probably the best place to keep tabs on everything happening in Dramatic Lovers?
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram probably.
Yep, Dramatic Lovers on Instagram.
Perfect.
We're all over it. We usually post a band selfie when we get together.
You can be there for Dude Night.
Yes.
You can be there with us. Yeah, please join us.
You can be in the room via Instagram. Well, thank you guys so much for being able to do this, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, man.
Kill it with all the new music as well. If you want to keep up with new music from Dramatic Lovers as well as the rest of the Milwaukee music scene, make sure you keep it locked to breakingandentering.net as well, and follow our social media too. So, thank you guys.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, man.